alongside being relevant with our services,
Okay.
being up to date about what's happening in the industry, and technology, innovating, the usual. I mean, we have to do that. If you're not going to do that, you're not going to be existent. So
100%. So basically, you are the second generation of the Pagarani family. What are some future goals or vision that you have for Yogi Group?
So, God's grace, we've made a good footing in the city. Definitely to get into new markets, but for me, new markets is within the country. Because UAE is what I know, UAE is what I understand. I don't mind going to different cities and countries, but I want to first make sure that we've done a superb job within the country. And UAE has got beautiful 7 Emirates, and I'm sitting in one, and there's so much more.
Good morning and welcome to a very special episode today. With me here, I have Mr. Atinirmal Pagarani. How are you doing today?
Fantastic, Alina. How are you?
I'm doing great. Now, first off, let's start off with an introduction about yourself and about your very special name. And then we can move forward to having a brief about Yogi Group.
Perfect. So I'm Atinirmal Pagarani. I'm from the Yogi Group. It is a group of companies been in the city for a little over 5 decades. I'm the managing director, and it was started by my late father a little over 5 decades back. And coming to my name, which we briefly spoke earlier about. So, I mean, I can proudly and very happily say that I'm the only one who has his name not only in India but in the world. I have double checked this with a few immigrations. They're like, yes, you are the only one with this name. And yeah, it was partially blessed to me by my parents and partially blessed to me by my guru. And he's like a godfather to me. So, and what it means is very pure. Ati is very and Nirmal is pure. So the meaning of the name is very pure.
That's a beautiful name. Actually, you will inspire a lot of business owners to actually have your name, and it will be the first. Why not start with you? Maybe produce a brand in this very unique and special name.
Inshallah, let's see. Let's manifest it here.
Yalla, let's manifest. So basically, you have been for more than 50 years, right, in the market. So what do you believe created the success, and what are some key milestones of the company?
So the success, I would say, is being consistent with what we do. Being confident of our own craft. We started very humble. I mean, as I said, my dad started it with property management by just managing one person's property because he did not know how to rent it out. He did not know how to verify the tenant, how to do the tenant screening. So it started with a very, very simple single transaction. And then that kept adding on. And then I don't think my father knew he had the entrepreneurial bug in him. He had it, but he didn't know it until he did not jump in, because he started as a janitor. He started as a very simple cleaning job.
It's an inspiring story.
It is. And so from there, we went a little bit towards backward integration, a little bit towards vertical integration. And then we realized that what else can happen around properties, on maintaining it, on managing it, on constructing it, on supplying building materials around it, on manufacturing the building materials. So I would say there's a little bit of integration in all directions. And I think the key is just knowing what you do. Do it with a clean heart. Create trust with all your by partners. I would say, for me, even my clients are my partners, because it's not like I'm the provider of the service and you're the receiver. We are all here for one common goal. If it's fixing your house, I want to make sure that your house feels like mine. And I think the trust, the transparency, the culture created. So yeah, I mean, a few of these things, not only because it sounds good, but that's actually the way we operate.
That's a beautiful story, because starting off with, we're going to send a big regards to your father.
Thank you.
It's such an inspiring story to start and then to grow and then to create such a massive name and positive reputation in the industry. So really hats off. And then the generation was continued onwards. So I just want to highlight one thing. So the real estate industry itself keeps on changing.
Yeah.
So how has Yogi Group contributed to this change and creating this positive impact?
So Yogi Group has not only tried, but I would say by the grace of God, been successful to change with every aspect of the property industry.
Okay.
Firstly, Dubai has done a brilliant job. I mean, look at it, and be the people running the country, be the families from even the capital city, their drive, their vision for the city and the country is something, we are not only trying to keep up with, but we are trying to lead alongside in our own respective industries.
Okay.
And what Yogi Group has done and what Yogi Real Estate and the other divisions have done have realized that what is the need. We are not only finding the gap, but we are trying to keep every person content and happy with whoever is connected to that industry. It could be the one who's planning to just buy the property.
Okay.
There's somebody who's trying to rent the property. There's somebody who's trying to just maintain the property for somebody else. It could be the services around the property, the facilities, the security services. So we have not only tried, I don't want to say tried because I don't like the word tried. We do it, and we promise, we perform, and we have evolved naturally. But then it's all the team. It's not only one person, but it's a team effort. So yeah, we have we have done what we have done. So yeah, in God's grace, we're happy.
Interesting. So Yogi Group has multiple divisions. Can you share a couple of them?
So Yogi Real Estate is the property management side of the business. Yogi International Real Estate is the brokerage side when somebody wants to sell or buy a property.
Okay.
Yogi Fixes Technical Services is the maintenance company where we do maintenance, your renovations, fit out, plumbing, electrical, AC.
Okay.
Then we have Emirates Contracting Company, which is our construction company, ECC. Then we have Yogi International Trading Company, which is the building material trading company.
Mashallah. Okay.
And then we have Yogi Holiday Homes, which is your short-term holiday homes returns. Then we have Yogi Security Services, where we supply security guards and bouncers to properties or events. And then there are a few other divisions. There is Your Linens, which is smart linen management.
Okay.
There is Your Power, which is power generator units. We basically assemble and manufacture power gen units.
Okay.
There is a scaffolding division.
Okay.
There is a little bit of fashion. So yeah,
so basically you tailor to a large part of the UAE with the multiple different divisions that you guys have. Now moving back again to Yogi's real estate property management. So how do you make sure that the experience for the landlords is always unique and special?
So the experience of any one person involved in property management is incomplete without keeping everyone else in mind.
Okay.
So I cannot only look at the happiness and I would say financially and emotionally for the landlord.
Okay.
It has to happen with the tenant. It has to happen with everyone else involved in the transaction. Firstly, kudos and all credit to the government and the land department to make it seamless, because their involvement, their information which they provide through their websites, through Dubai Interact, through the RERA rental index, honestly has made life easy, not only for landlords, for tenants, but even property managers like us. So firstly, kudos to them. And what a landlord wants, because that person has put in money, has put in emotions with the property. So we want to become the custodian for them, a trustworthy custodian. We want to couple the trust aspect and the transaction aspect for them, letting them know that this is what your property deserves. This is what we will do as a company. We will do the tenant screening. We will do the collection of the rentals. We will deposit the rentals for you. God forbid if anything goes bounced, we will coordinate with the tenant. We will look into the legal compliances. We will speak to the rent dispute committee. And these are the powers given to us by the landlord, because they may or may not be in the city. They're like, you know what? I don't want these calls to happen. I don't want to run around with the courts and the lawyers. I want you to do all of this. So we happily do it. We have been doing it for a while now, and by the grace of God, for thousands of units. And at the same time, even the tenants are kept happy, because the tenants they are also hurting somewhere. They need that confidence. They're like, we have left our country and come here. We have left another property to come to this one. We need that comfort. So if you're the property manager and you are not the landlord, please take care of our needs so that our families and our lives under that roof is peaceful. So, and yeah, we've managed to, I believe, and I want to confidently say, done a great job and yet growing.
Amazing. So basically you cover everything from A to Z.
Yeah.
So they don't have to have any headache. They're actually in very, very good hands. Now, with so many successful projects that you guys have had, what is one a project that really has impacted you and the community?
It's like it's like me asking somebody, choose your favorite child.
Okay,
For me, I
you
cannot
have
choose.
plenty.
Yeah, but, alhamdulillah, yeah. I would say a project, especially we do a lot of these renovations and fit out projects where an old property is, it comes in front for us, and they've asked us to upgrade this in a way that it feels relevant and renovated and comfortable and energy efficient, and trying to convert an old property. It could be a house, it could be an office. Mainly houses, a lot of it comes to us in that way because they want it to become a home. They
Okay,
want that comfort factor.
okay.
So when we transform the property from the look and feel of it to the usability, there are lots of families, they're saying this is what we want in the property, put these features in the property. But I'm like, you know what, this sounds very nice, but you're not going to use it.
Of course.
I mean, these are equipments you're going to put in your house because it just sounds trending, but you're not going to be able to use it. It could be a flashy feature for your guest, but what is the actual usability of it? And that's when families realize we do the hand holding for them. For us, doing extra works in the house is great. It's better billables for me, right?
Of course.
But that's not going to be used. So when I see a family so happy and content,
Okay.
they're like, you know what, you actually took care of us. And we have over 93% repeat clientele. A lot of it is from word of mouth. So I think these projects for me are my key projects. And by the grace of God, we've done so many of them. In fact, thousands of them. For me, it's all of them, which is old to new and a usable, comfortable, peaceful new.
Very nice. Basically, it's further more than just closing a sales.
Yeah. I mean,
It goes far and beyond to ensuring, that you care for your clients.
Yeah.
You care about them, and this is what makes you guys, I believe, in my opinion, stand out.
Completely, because revenue is great. Who doesn't want great numbers? But if there is no meaning behind it, there is no happiness and comfort behind it. It cannot be that I made a great billing and the family's like, oh, we paid an X amount of price. But then if there's no happiness on both sides, what am I going to do that with that money? How they say that money pulls money. It needs to bring barakat in your heart and your
Of
brain,
course.
not only in your bank account.
Sah.
And I don't want to say this because, again, it sounds nice, but this is the way I am wired. This is the way my sales team or my operations team think. We are like, we do such a great job in that person's house. I don't want that person to call me back to do it again unless there is actually a problem. Yeah, unless there is actually a problem which has come up, not because of what we did or just because of the aging of the property. So we are more than happy. We are a call away.
I want to ask you a question. Have you ever received, for example, I'm sure you have multiple times, like a thank you call or something like that? There must have been one client probably that has touched your heart a step forward than others. Is there any testimonials that you would want to share?
There are so many, actually.
I'm sure.
There have also been houses where the couple was just engaged. Actually, they were dating.
Okay.
And then they had an engagement and then the wedding. And now, mashallah, they have 3 children.
Okay.
And for them, they said that you were the ones who actually found the house for us. You understood what we require.
Okay.
We told you what is our vision as a family. So you told us to buy these many bedroom, and this is the way you can use your bedrooms, because understanding the lifestyle of the person working in the house, you can work from home, and how once your family grows or your guest comes, this is the way you can break the walls and make some changes in the house and make this for your kids. And again, trying to explain to them that the kids in the first few years are going to be more with the parent, and then they need their own room.
Okay.
And then you will need your staff quarters. So we literally gave them an entire vision. And we did what we did many years back. They keep calling us for minor works. But for them, we are like a family. Every small thing that happens in the house, they send us gifts. Forget testimonials on videos and reviews, but they actually feel that they are incomplete without us. And I don't even know them very well.
Wow.
They were just a cold call client. And coincidentally, my business development manager explained to them, this is what can happen. And then they called me in. They're like, we want to see who's the man behind the business. And so, yeah, that was it's a beautiful feeling, because every milestone of the kid, sometimes they've actually packed half the cake and send. They're like, oh, we cut this cake for our kid, and I wanted to share it with you, so we've sent it to you.
Oh, that's so
I'm like, I don't even know
sweet.
the names of these kids, which, I mean, obviously now I know, but so this is sweet. Like all of these small gestures make a lot of difference.
Of course.
So,
And that's why we actually have you with us today, because
yeah.
people actually want to see the face behind such a strong business. And now, there you go, live from GN Talks. Any message you want to share to your clients? Maybe you can look at this camera and tell them something.
Nothing, just first of all, be thankful and be very grateful that we are in the safest and one of the best cities in the world. And yeah, if anything else which is properly required, there are lots of brilliant professionals available in the city, but we are one amongst them. And if you feel you want to trust us, please go for it. And very approachable is my company, myself. And yeah, I mean, I'm not going to force, I'm going to push market here, but we are what we are, and always here to help you procure a property, manage a property, maintain a property, anything around property. That's our playground, and we are, by the grace of God, brilliant players.
So basically, you will provide them a solution
Yeah.
for any problem they might have.
Yeah, or a problem that could come up. So just at least give them a heads up. And it's
Okay.
not that we will do that because of paid consultancy. This is what we are. We'll tell them this is what can happen. Just keep in mind, we are that devil's advocate where they should be aware. God willing, inshallah, it doesn't happen. But if it
Inshallah, it
happens,
doesn't.
yeah. But if it happens, everyone's AC has to be spoiled someday.
Sah,
Someone's
true.
going to have some leakage in the house. Someone's going to go through some kind of renovation works. But,
100%.
just be prepared for it, At least you have that little sinking fund kept
Of
around. Yeah.
course.
So,
Of course. The UAE itself is a very competitive place to live in, especially Dubai. So how do you make sure that Yogi Group differentiates itself from the competition in the market?
I would plug in again the old relations and the trust we have. By competitive, we definitely have our pricing, which has to be as per market. We may be more expensive, we may be a little better priced, but our services have been intact. We upgrade, we train we do a lot of training for our team members.
Okay.
Because all of these developments need to be engineered. It's
course.
like a cultural thing in the company. And if my team is not upgrading and they aren't moving onwards and upwards,
Of course.
that effect the clients are going to see. That effect the operations is going to notice. So keeping even your sustainability side, we need to make sure that we have the water saving solutions. We need to have the energy efficiency solutions.
This for Yogi Fixes.
Yogi
Fixes,
yeah.
correct.
And even through Yogi Real Estate, we're not trying. I think we have almost succeeded in making the office as paperless as possible.
Ah,
And
okay.
So, and this is I will keep giving credit to the government, because when they moved the entire Ejari system online,
Okay.
they are trying to see how we can save paper where everything is online. It's easier to save information on a cloud rather than having, warehouses where your files are sitting in a cupboard, and we need to keep saving it for over years. So yeah, we are doing all of these things, and alongside being relevant with our services,
Okay.
being up to date about what's happening in the industry, and technology, innovating, the usual. I mean, we have to do that. If you're not going to do that, you're not going to be existent. So yeah.
100%. So basically, you are the second generation of the Pagarani family. What are some future goals or vision that you have for Yogi Group?
So God's grace, we've made a good footing in the city. Definitely to get into new markets, but for me, new markets is within the country, because UAE is what I know, UAE is what I understand. I don't mind going to different cities and countries, but I want to first make sure that we've done a superb job within the country. And UAE has got beautiful 7 Emirates, and I'm sitting in one,
Of
and there's so
course.
much more. I mean, Abu
Of
Dhabi
course.
is there, and Sharjah is there. So
Of course.
I think growing in these cities with what we know, because that's the craft I'm confident about. So yeah, growing regionally, and but not losing our values, not only for higher revenue, not because my 1,000 clients will become 2,000 clients. I'm happy if it's just maybe 10 more clients, but keeping the core, the trust in mind, the transparency, the core values, I would say, the core values intact. And then just growing regionally. That's I would say the immediate vision for the group.
And what about if you have anyone watching us now from Saudi Arabia and they visited one of their friends' homes,
Yeah.
and they potentially would wish to have Yogi Group one day in Saudi Arabia or in Qatar or into any neighboring countries in the
Yeah.
GCC? Would this be a future vision maybe in the
Definitely,
future?
why not? Why
Yeah.
not? For sure, I would more than happy. I would obviously understand what's the dynamics and how we can. And if I can, I will promise and I want to perform. I don't want to just promise that,
Of
oh, I'm going to
course.
make it happen. We will bring our expertise there. We will do the shared knowledge and then not perform. It's going to leave a sour taste for everybody. But
Yeah.
yeah, why not? Why not? Because the culture for the cities, the people who are in the city is not very different. Even these countries are becoming beautiful melting pots.
Of
Dubai
course.
is done a superb job, and the other cities also are welcoming all these different nationalities, and we know how to deal with that. We know how to deal with properties, and a problem in a property in Dubai and a problem in a property in Saudi is not going to be any different.
100%.
Yeah.
And especially in Dubai, it's very diverse.
Yeah.
You have different nationalities, so you basically tailor to all of these tastes
Yeah.
and diversity as well. What trends in property management and facility services do you think will be important in the future based on your experience?
Based on our experience, I would say communication is going to be more than before. Many years back, over decades back, the landlords would tell us, manage our building. They would meet us once a year, sometimes once in 6 months, or once in a quarter. Also was not happening, because for them, communication, they're like, what, let us know once in a year. This is the money we have made. This is what the maintenance has been. We have given you the power of attorney. Do what you got to do. Now, people love constant communication. Just the way when they invest in a product through a bank, they want to see what the money is doing on a daily basis. So what's happened is communication. So if, say Alina has a property and you're like, Yogi Real Estate, please manage it for me. If you're sitting once in at least a week or 10 days, you're like, I want to see what's it performing. I want to see how much rental has come in. I want to see how much expenses have gone through. Has something gone wrong with the property? Have they fixed a tap or have they fixed a door handle? I want to see that. So this communication, which was once in 12 months or 6 months or a quarter, has become almost every day.
Okay.
And because people want that convenience. So that's happening. Based on that, what we are doing is trying to make sure that we have all of this available through the softwares, through the applications. It is a little bit of more work for us because we need to enter that information on a regular basis, but why not? Because it's only fair. Someone's giving us their property. For me, I believe, and the way we treat a property is like someone's giving me their baby. They're like, what? This is my baby. I want you to feed my baby and make sure that he or she is flourishing, it's growing, it's glowing, and doing a great job. And if anything goes wrong, the baby is going to fall ill. Make sure it's the best doctors, make sure it's the best technicians. So that's exactly what we do with the property. And we constantly need to let people know. For example, you are calling for a sandwich online. There's so many aggregators. You want to know where the driver has reached.
Yeah.
It says food is preparing.
So,
Your driver is on the way. Oh, it's
True.
nearby. You need that information. That's exactly how people are.
do you have any AI integrated into these softwares?
It's work in progress. It's almost there, but it's work in progress because there are not lots of ready softwares available only for this. So we have customized something for our need, keeping our properties in mind. Because a few of my landlords have a labor camp, a few of them have a building, a few of them have one studio apartment. So I need to like bespoke the services through the software. So yeah, it's a work in progress.
Okay, well, this is good news actually. Now, I want to ask you, how does Yogi Fixes and Yogi Real Estate work together to ensure the experience of the property owners is much more advanced? So how can these two go hand in hand?
So they're very complementing industries. I have a very interesting analogy here. Say, for instance, you're in a supermarket. You want the dairy products and you want the bread products to be under the same roof. If you want to have a great cheese sandwich, you want the cheese and you want the bread available you want fresh bread and you want fresh cheese. Both of them are different industries.
True.
So even when a property is managed, it needs to be maintained. And rather than finding a maintenance team on the outside, this is all in-house. The pricing is better. There's more control because if something has got messed up by the maintenance team, the management team is right there. It's not that we are relying on an outside team, that that person shows up, doesn't show up. This is all under one roof. So they're very complementing industries, and this was the integration we did. I would say, I mean, it is backward integration, but I would say it's a little sideways integration as well, which we did decades ago. So yeah, they work beautifully hand in hand, and it's great to have it under one roof.
Of course.
Because it's like you're getting ready for an event. You want your makeup person, your hair person to be the same.
Yeah,
Or at least
of
the same
course.
company.
2 in 1.
Same company. You're like, you know what? Let the same company send me the hairstylist and the makeup.
It is very convenient, by the way, for the clients. So you basically have everything ready for them.
Yeah, it's all in-house. It's they don't need to call different companies. Even a landlord doesn't need to talk to a separate property management company and a separate maintenance company. They're saying both of them are I have one point of contact, less headache for me, and they'll get the job done.
Taib, since we're talking about this, what challenges would you think that could potentially come by with the property management, and how would you handle it?
I don't really see a lot of challenges. I think challenges will only come if there is somebody who's had a sour taste through some other company. You know, that's what's happened. There are a lot of clients who have come to us. They're like, you know what, I will manage my property myself because my property was managed by this XYZ company and, you know, they messed up. So then I told my family members to manage it. And I've had a very sour taste. So I don't want to go ahead and give it to some other company. And the other thing is, a lot of people sometimes assume it's something they can do it in-house. I'm like, you can do it in-house. It's like you can, you know, bake a cake. It's just convenient to go to a baker. 100%. You know, it's less messy. It's and you have a guarantee you'll receive a great cake.
And you have a guarantee that your cake won't burn.
Exactly. And you will then realize that, was it worth it for me to get the flour, get the sugar, get the butter, use the oven, figure out my time?
It's time
was
consuming.
it worth? Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying anything negative about the baking industry for somebody. There are lots of home bakers. For them, this is healing. Great. But if you have the time, manage it yourself. But just be prepared. You need to speak to the tenant. You need to do the screening. You need to do the compliance.
Of course.
Talk to the land department. Talk to the dispute committee. Make sure that your property is intact. If you have the time and the bandwidth, please go for it. But if you're not, we are here to handle all your headache, and we enjoy it without a paracetamol. So we love it.
Well, I can clearly see the passion in your eyes, especially when you're talking about Yogi Group in general. And we also want to know more details based on every single division of yours. So we're going to leave this to the audience that's actually watching us right now. Please do let us know if you have any questions that you would want to ask. And probably we can have you again on the show. So they can leave the questions, and those questions I'll be asking you next time.
Bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Any questions that you have in mind. So how can they reach out to Yogi Group directly?
So they can email us. We have a toll-free number, 800-YOGI, 9644. They can DM us on Instagram. They can DM me directly as well. I'm very approachable. And yeah, I mean, our numbers are all available on all the search engines. So yeah, we are available on all these platforms. So yeah, DM us, email us, call us, message us, and we are here for you.
And they are definitely a call away, and they will be able to tailor anything that that comes into your mind, because obviously Yogi Group has been long in the market, and they can definitely tailor to solutions. It was a pleasure to have you with us today.
Thank you, Alina. Thank you.
Thank you. Do you have any final message that you would want to share with our audience today?
No, it's all good. Just waiting maybe to come back and answer those questions, because I think let's wait for those.
Of course.
And yeah, if anything else is needed, I'm just a call or message away. But yeah, enjoy your life. It's a beautiful Q4 coming. The weather is changing. Things are getting better. Enjoy. Keep healthy. Step out. It's not as hot now. Have a great time and take care of yourself. Maintain yourself before maintaining your property, because that's what's going to live longer. So yeah, have a healthy one and have a great time. Yeah.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
we look forward, inshallah, to potentially having you again with us on the GN Talks. And this is a recap for today's absolutely amazing episode. Stay tuned to another well-established business in the UAE and globally. Take care.